Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Thunder Bay Resort, a destination for all seasons with special events and packages. Thunder Bay Resort in Hillman. Santa's favorite stop, Rooftop Landing Reindeer Farm of Clare. Come see and pet real reindeer. Visit the gift shop, get your picture taken in Santa's sleigh. Fun for the whole family. 'Tis the season, open weekends now through December 21st. Rooftop Landing Reindeer Farm, Clare. On this week's Michigan Magazine, it's History Remembered as we take in one leg of the historic U.S.27 motor cruise as it passes through Clare, Michigan. Nearly 500 cars made their way from Coldwater to Cheboygan. Also in the spirit of giving, we witnessed some members take the infamous Ice Bucket Challenge for ALS. Then into the Michigan Magazine archives to visit with world-class farm implement model maker Don Campbell of Gaylord, Michigan, creating amazing miniature farm machinery down to the minutest detail. Stay tuned, it's all coming up on this week's Michigan Magazine. Something special's cooking, hot and delicious. Indulge yourself at Morning at Maggie's in Bay City. Omelets, frittatas, hotcakes, and more. Make every day special with a stop at Morning at Maggie's for breakfast or lunch on Saginaw in Bay City. Santa's reindeer from Rooftop Landing are on the road this week in the following cities and times. Meet the reindeer, then visit the Rooftop Landing Reindeer Farm in Clare for holiday fun. Open weekends through December 21st. Clemix Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mile, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clemix Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clemix on Mapes Road, Mile. Luzerne Express Campground is the premier campground with everything to make your northern adventure complete. Modern and rustic campsites, equestrian campers welcome, a huge market with bakery and deli. Nearby RV, hiking, and horse trails, along with a complete canoe, raft, and kayak rental. Visit us online, then call for more information and reserve your spot today. In the early days, old U.S.27 was the route to take that connected Florida to Michigan. Over 300 miles of that route is in Michigan, and today is designated a Michigan Historic Roadway. Historic old U.S.27 signage now dots the length that is now becoming again a major highway, in part due to the nostalgic factor. Each year, classic car groups make the trek, commemorating the golden age of the road. One such group is known as the Historic Motor Tour from Coldwater to Cheboygan, which actually begins collecting classic cars members south of the Michigan border. It's a sight to see as the tour gathers in size, progressing to its final destination. Michigan Magazine usually catches the big stopover arrival in Clare, Michigan, where the group stays the evening and celebration is rampant. Hundreds of cars park on Main Street, overflowing into municipal and private parking lots. There's plenty of fun, food, live music, dancing, and close inspection of those classic cars. To handle the onslaught of this amount of vehicles takes coordination and cooperation of local authorities and drivers to see there are no major hang-ups to their arrival. And as usual, arrival and parking are flawless. Let's step back in time for the next few minutes to take in the marvelous coordination and display of days gone by on Main Street in Clare, when in its day, US-27 was the way.
There's buckets behind the stage here. Everybody got to grab a bucket.
There he is. He's nothing but a follower.
All U.27, grab a bucket. Donate money or a bucket, right, for ALS.
And we got to have the buckets back.
We got to have the buckets back because they're going to fill it with dollar bills. Right, okay. Then they're going to go around and collect money for ALS. Sorry, that's what they're doing.
Now we can see better up there.
All right.
Hey, you're on national TV,
We're gonna have a T-shirt contest today. This is for ALS, okay? All right. So, does everybody got their bucket of water here? What, are you going to pour it on yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The best way to do it is shoulder to shoulder.
All right, we need somebody. I don't want to get wet.
What?
We need somebody who can dump some water on these people.
Shoulder to shoulder.
All right. Get ready to count. Here we go. Wait
a minute. You got a few more buckets. Got a couple, about 5 buckets in the back.
We got 5 buckets left back here. Somebody's not showing up.
We got a couple buckets in the back if you're interested.
All of a sudden.
All right, there comes Michigan Magazine.
Michigan Magazinene.
Right.
No, you go get your own
Let's
bucket.
go. Ready?
Kimpy.
Has everybody got their buckets?
Buckets ready.
Hold it. Here come 2 more. There's still 2 buckets left back there. All right. All right. Is that everybody?
We got 2 left.
I'm going to count to 3. Hey, not by our speakers.
The water's getting
All right,
warm.
water's getting warm. Here we go. 1, 2, pour the water!
Oh, that was fun.
It's just the bottoms.
It's just our bottoms getting wet.
Speakers ain't getting it. They're elevated.
Good job, Ernie. I guess we're all going downhill. What's going on our speakers?
First shower all week.
All right, you guys be sure to be careful when you come out and dance now.
Greg Parrish here from the cruise. It's his first shower in 3 days, 4 days.
First time I washed my pants in 3 days.
Oh, I thought you said you hadn't had a shower in 4 days.
Oh, no. I've been doing good to shower. I just wore the pants for 3 days.
All right, this
so
one's
they're nice
you're
and
all
washed.
going to know this one. It's
Let's
an
get
oldie
some
but a
dry
goodie.
clothes on and have fun. All right.
Oh, we love you, Brian.
This goes out to the police chief.
This is for you, Dan.
Michigan Magazine is being brought to you in part by the Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pole. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox with this ingenious rebounding pole. Your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com. Your northern experience is never complete without a stop at the historic Ma Dieters of Luzerne. Enjoy the ambiance inside or outside on the huge patio area. Order from the complete menu with entrees served hot, fresh, and good. Come experience Ma Dieters in the heart of God's country, Luzerne, Michigan. For home medical and healthcare products, visit Rose City Drug at 2640 North M33, just south of Rose City city limits. Rose City Drug has a complete diabetic department, including shoes. Serving Michigan for over 20 years. Rose City Drug, Rose City. It's a cold, snowy day in northern Michigan, and Michigan Magazine finds itself at a place called Fort Campbell in Gaylord, Michigan. It's a child care center operated by owners Don and Deb Campbell. Here in the backyard of their home, even though things are snow-covered and nearly invisible, you'll find a wonderland of neat things for children to play on and in during Michigan's warmer months, all created by the handiwork of Don, who, besides assisting his wife with the operation of the child care center and creating from scratch all the things you see here, operates a lawn care service in warmer months. And when the cold wind begins to blow on days such as this, and he's not needed at the child care center, he disappears into a private place where he creates something else very special that collectors are discovering and clamoring to his doorstep to place an order for. And this was where you find yourself hours at a time, huh, Don?
Yeah, my wife is looking for me and she doesn't know where I'm at.
This is it.
She comes this way.
Let's take a look. Here's the famous workshop here, Don. This is where it all comes together, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you working on today that you can show us?
I've got about 9 different projects going. For various reasons, I start on something and then something inspires me to start on something else. Somebody says, "Oh, did you ever make one of these?" And that's about all it takes for me to get going.
And then you're off and running, eh?
Yeah.
And off and running he is, utilizing his years of experience in welding to create one-of-a-kind, all-metal reproductions of farm machinery collector's toys. No shortcuts here as Don makes sure every minute detail is caught and preserved in metal forevermore.
This is so exquisite and so detailed. Tell us a little bit about how you got into this.
Well, years ago, I always have built things with steel, but I built the real things. I've built several snow plows. I've built sprayers. I built 30 dune buggies.
Well, these are full size.
Yeah, this is real stuff. This is real stuff. So over the years, I got the hang of building stuff with steel and fabricating it and understanding how things work. But when we moved up to Gaylord, the winters are so long that I kind of needed something to fill the void, you know. In the summer I have plenty to do with the lawn care business, but in the winter I plow snow and I help my wife with the daycare. But there was still a lot of empty space, and so I said, well, what could I do? And I picked up, I started collecting a magazine. It's called Toy Farmer, and inside this there are various articles of things that people collect, mostly farm machinery and stuff. But I got to see where there were people that were actually building miniature farm machinery, and I said, I think I could do that, you know. But the difference between the things that I build and the things that most other people build is they're not used to building with steel. So they go to a hobby shop and they buy the brass or the aluminum or the tin, or they even build balsa wood, and the finished product looks really nice. After they get the paint on it, it looks basically the same, but if you were to drop it, it would shatter into a million pieces. Whereas mine, everybody's told me that it's so unique because it's made just like the real one, all steel, and it's all welded construction. So it took me a little bit to get to master the technique of welding such fine pieces.
Well, you do have experience in welding from your experience of building the actual things.
Yeah.
But I can tell that you've got a little love for the farm in you, coming from the Breckenridge area, I believe. Yeah. And that it's farm country down there, and that kind of stirred your interest back then, didn't it?
My parents were divorced when I was about 12 years old, and my mom remarried a farmer, and I was fortunate enough to spend a few years on the farm in the St. Louis area. And it was a dream come true, getting to drive the John Deere tractors and the big equipment.
What was the first thing that you made?
I started with some little signs.
Okay.
We went to a toy store downstate, Richter's Farm Toys. It's on M46. And I went in there and he had a little sign that said John Deere, and it was sitting beside one of the tractors. And I said, I think I could make that, you know? And that started it all. I made the sign, and I came and I made another variety of a sign, and then another variety of the sign. And that led me to building my first rear blade, which was this right here. But the first blade didn't start out detailed or anything. It was just basically a curve, and it hooked onto the back of the tractor. Well, this blade, one of the last blades that I built, has a separate cutting edge on it. It swivels, it tilts, it angles. I mean, it is deluxe.
You have a love for John Deere, I can tell, too.
Well, we had all John Deeres on the farm. And something about that green color I really love. The whole blade swivels back and forth. It angles like a normal blade would angle. It tilts side to side for digging like a little ditch or something. And it has 2 hydraulic cylinders on it. So this is it has a separate cutting blade on the front, just like a real blade. And then on the front, I build the loaders. And they're built just like the real thing. They raise and lower. The bucket can dump or come back.
How do you get all the detail? Do you actually just, you yourself, take a look at what an actual machine implement and take it from there and do your own drawings? Or how do you get the detail that you do, Don?
One time I would sit down and I would draw the plans out on the computer, but that takes quite a while, and sometimes I'd be so excited to start on the next project, I would just take the literature, go out in the shop and start.
Just start, eh?
Yeah.
You're talking about parts. What would be the implement or the machinery here that has the most parts and took you the longest? Would that be?
The sugar beet harvester.
The sugar beet harvester, that's what that is.
The sugar beet harvester has 625 separate handmade pieces.
My goodness.
This is the most popular piece wherever I go. Everybody says, we love the sugar beet harvester that you built. And I don't know if it's because most people have seen a sugar beet harvester, but I can't imagine they haven't seen all this stuff.
Right.
But there's something about a sugar beet harvester that they just go crazy about. This is the only one that I ever built so far. I have another one that's in the process of being built out in my shop. And but that right there just grabs people's attention. Now, nobody's ever seen the combine, so I'm sure that the sugar beet harvester is going to take second backstage or back door to the combine. It's very rare. There's a man down in Lime, Ohio. He's a retired fella, and he's built 3 of these, and this is only the 4th one in existence in 1/16 scale. So this is very rare. Out of the 3 combines that he built, one went to a museum in Iowa. The other one he kept, and the other one he sold last year at a toy show for $13,000. So it doesn't look like much. It looks like a toy, but to a collector, this is very rare in 1/16 scale. It was quite a project. I got the literature. I went down to St. Louis to the John Deere dealer, and I took many pictures of the actual machine. I had to lift each panel up, open every door, and look inside, and I took pictures of what was in there, right down to the batteries, how the batteries were inside there, the hydraulic tanks, the air cleaner, the exhaust system, the hydraulic pumps. I would say it was, on the outside to look at it, it's probably 90% accurate.
Now, you were telling me that these are all your creations, but there's only a few that are still yours that you own, right?
There's only 2 that are mine. These aren't mine. Everything I've built to date has been sold the day I finished it. I have 2 collector friends that they buy everything I build. And I already thought I had the combine sold, but my wife and I talked it over, and we said, well, we have so many people that call me and want to see the things I made or stop over, and all I have to show them is pictures. And my wife said, it's such a shame. All the work and time that I have involved in, all I have is a picture to show them. So we started a new policy. My wife helped me decide this. That from now on, I don't sell anything unless I have one to keep. So this is going to be mine until I build the second one, and then I'll decide whether this one goes or the second one goes.
So one thing is for certain, the Don Campbell collection is truly a limited edition. Don told us each reproduction can take up to hundreds of hours to complete. And what an accomplishment it is, especially if you consider that at the time of our visit, Don had only been doing this 2 years part-time. What a true Michigan talent. Don Campbell of Gaylord, another example of the creativeness you'll find tucked away behind the winter walls of the homes of this Great Lakes state. Thanks, Don, for sharing your talent with Michigan Magazine. Thanks for stopping by and joining us on our journeys along Michigan's back roads. Time now for the phrase of the week. Time to count your blessings. Have a happy Thanksgiving. You know what to do. Send it to us via email or U.S. mail to the address on the screen. Please don't forget to include your address and phone number. It's very important. As we officially kick off the holiday season with Christmas only a few short weeks away, we hope all your prayers and dreams come true. Have a wonderful week and blessed holiday. We'll see you on the next edition of Michigan Magazine. We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Thunder Bay Resort, a destination for all seasons with special events and packages. Thunder Bay Resort in Hillman. Rose Valley Winery on Beechwood Road in Rose City. See what thousands are raving about, creating a delicious variety of award-winning Michigan wines. Stop by and taste for yourself. The taste of Michigan is yours at Rose Valley Winery. Experience the beauty, artistry, and taste of Northern Michigan. Come to Amish Country Natural Products on Mount Tom Road, north of Mile, just off M33. From arts and crafts to fresh foods and vegetables, all natural, all local, all good. Stop by and get acquainted with Amish Country Natural Products, 1454 North Mount Tom Road, Mile.